Hello, my beautiful people from Untouchable Mama. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Thank you. One love. Bye bye.
Interview in the vehicle so that we can discuss the illicit activities of EBO Amaba. EBO is still professionally practicing CTA in Amaba community, and our governor is aiding him. Our governor is aiding him in these activities, in this his quest, unlawful quest. Despite the fact that the Oba of Benin has disciplined him, EBO was called to the palace. He swept the palace for many days for wanting to disrespect the palace. That aside, if anybody is talking about Roland Ekwoy, what you are seeing before you now is Wonderland, the park that was built by the River State government. You can see how lively it looks at night. I'm going to be talking from this angle of the city, just because I want to educate my people. Basically, let's go ahead. Let's still move around. Basically, nobody is happy that Edo State is backward. But what some of us will not keep quiet over is when the governor decides to use his political boys that fought for him in the election as CDA, perpetrators, and turn deaf eyes on their activities. But when it has to do with those people that they tag Agbero, those people that they think are enemies of the people, why they are only going about their own activities, the governor wouldn't say anything. Please, if you're calling me at this time, I don't think it's healthy. I'm on a live broadcast, and you can't be calling me at a time like this. Hello, please. You cannot be calling me at a time like this. This is River State. You can see it. Street lights. I'm showing you the lights at night. I'm driving on the popular Aba Road that links Abia State and River State. Same way you have Saple Road. Same way you have Agbo Road that links Delta State and Edo State. So you can see what life is at night. The city is full of life. When I mean the city is full of life, you can see life in the city. We'll continue driving so the people see what the governor has in stock here for his people. So that's it. Although this bridge appears to be closed, work is still ongoing. You can see it, but you see that the bridge is 90% complete for commuters to drive through. This is River State, where life is gradually becoming worth living. So if you are watching me, before I start talking about EBO's issue, I want to connect a one-time director of education in Edo State, who EBO is currently oppressing, a teacher who rose to the rank of a director in the civil service. So I'm going to allow you to hear from the horse's mouth before I begin to explain and expose EBO. As I speak to you, EBO is reselling lands, people's land, with paraded fake CDA document that the PPP law has since proscribed in our society in Edo State. But why is EBO getting away with all of this? EBO is getting away with all of this because the government of the day is giving him a tap or a pat at the back. You can see what life is in River State. This is same state, same PDP government state. Obaseki has not done a road like this in Benin. Not a single one to this standard. Walkway, street lights, very, very obvious partitioning and road mapping to give you caution signs on our road. So I'm going to be linking you up to Mrs. Oseki Odigye, who is a victim of EBO's activities. I would want to take a park here because of the nature of my broadcast today. I wouldn't want to obstruct traffic or cause an accident. You know, it's very good that you respect driving signs when you drive, particularly at night. So I think I'm allowed to park here, and I'll just take a stop here. So I want you guys to see what some of us have been lamenting over. These street lights at night here in River State. My brother Sakunokodi was out the other day to talk about the ones in Ring Road, and I laughed. When you cannot light a kilometer, not even up to a kilometer of street lights, and they were bragging that Osemo this, Osemo that. Well, we are watching. 3 years is still ample time. Let's continue watching, but we must report what is expedient and what is obtainable as of today. Now, if you are watching with me, you would be hearing from Mama Odigye, who I posted a transaction front page on my wall. I'm going to be placing a call on her right away. And the reason is not far-fetched. The reason is that I want the world to get a first-hand information of what is going on there in Amaba community.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Mama. Good evening.
I've spoken with your friend.
Okay, ma. Emma,
thank you.
You know, I told you I was going to call you in 15 minutes so that the world can get to hear you and hear what's really transpiring. Before you say anything, I just want you to introduce yourself, your name and your person before we proceed, so that the world is watching you. We have hearing you now. We have over 100 persons joining us as we speak via our YouTube, via our Facebook social media handle, and everybody wants to hear from you. So, madam, can you tell us what really transpired between you and the Amaba community?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Odigye Esther.
Okay.
Yes, some years back, I bought a portion of land measuring 200 by 400 from one Mr. Peter Eniose.
Okay.
The chairman of the chairman of the Amaba community.
Okay.
Also known as EBO Amaba.
Okay.
I bought this land from him some years back, and I paid him immediately.
How much did you pay him?
I paid him 8 million. A million by a portion of land measuring 100 by 100, and I bought it for him.
Okay.
So I paid him 8 million for that land.
Okay.
So each time I always go there to clear the portion of land. So this time around August this year, I now went to the place. I took my workers there to go and clear the place. I found that some parts of the land were already cleared. Then I tried to get the person that cleared it. I couldn't get anyone. I asked around my people there. They said that they just saw people clearing, that they didn't know who cleared the place. So the remaining portion that was not cleared, I now cleared the place. Then later, I just decided to come and fence the land. And now, when I got to the site, I saw a boy. They were pegging on that land. And I told the boy there, and I told him, I don't know his name, although I have his phone number. And I told him, this plant belongs to me. That I bought this plant many years ago. That how did you get to this place? So, no, excuse me, I made a mistake. When I now found that they were doing, they pegged around the place, they pegged around the land, they pegged some portion of that land. And I called EBO, then he was in Germany. And I told EBO, that is the chairman of Amagba, Mr. Peter Eniose.
Yes.
And I told him that I met somebody who on my side. They are trying to beg. And I said, what is going on? He now said he was not aware of it. That, but I've not settled for the land now. And I said, I've not settled. That is the Molu, the one they call the Molu in Benin. That is the money they collect from people if you want to work.
Yes.
And I said, if I have not paid the money, I've not started. Anytime I want to work, I must pay. Was that why they are now working on my land? He now said that they will send somebody to me. That they will send somebody to me about to come and drive the people away. He now sent one boy, Timothy. He sent the boy's number to me, Timothy, that the boy should tell them to quit from the site. Actually, the boy came and told them that chairman said people should not work there. They left. Me, I left too. Few days later, they went back to the land. They started working. And I met the boy. I told him, this land belongs to me. Please, don't work on me. It's my land, chairman. The boy did not listen to me. The boy did not listen to me.
Hold on, ma. Okay, ma, you can go ahead.
The boy now said it was one Edo side, Binosa, that the owner of EBO space, that he was the one that told him to continue to work. So that so I should go and meet him. That he bought the land from community. That he bought the land from community. That it was Edo side, Binosa, that told him that he should work, should continue to work there. So, and I said, well, I now called EBO. He was still in Germany, I now called EBO. I said, EBO. And I called him, I said, these people. Meanwhile, I've given him ₦1 million because he told me to pay 2 million for settlement. But I gave him ₦1 million. I paid into his account. He sent me an account that I should pay into his account, which I did.
Okay,
so
EBO, sorry, ma. EBO was the one that sent you the account number to pay in the money.
Yes, so I know the date. I have the date it's in my phone here too. Just I cannot go to it now as I'm talking. So I now paid ₦1 million into EBO's account for settlement. He collected that. I gave him the money. So I still found that this boy is still working there. I keep on calling EBO now. EBO was not picking my call. I now sent him series of messages that I don't understand what is going on though. Why are they still working on this plot? What is wrong? The land that I bought from you, I'm not owing you on this land. EBO was not picking my call. He did not reply me. They kept on working there. So I now saw that they were ready to fight me. So I decided to go to the police. And I went to police station to go and report. I went to my lawyer and I wrote petition about my experience with them there because Edosa, Igbinosa, the owner of EBO space, told Nigeria not to get close to that site. That those that are bringing blocks for me to do my fence, that they should not put blocks in where they have collected from us. He told that one like that. And that if the man wants him to be beaten up at the site. And I said, I'm an old woman. So I cannot fight them. So and I want to go and report at the police station. I wrote a petition through my lawyer and I took to the station to go and report them, to go and leave them. So when I got there, they now sent police to go to the site. But when they got to the site, they did not get any of them working at the site. They didn't get any person working at the site.
Okay.
So yes, they didn't get. That was last week. They didn't get any person working there. So since then, I've not been going there because they were threatening my life. Then at a point, people were coming to this issue. They want to settle us amicably. EBO now sent message through one person that is the chairman of the Amagba, Mr. Peter Emio now said that if you make him to be more hungry, that was going to sell all the plots we have in Amagba. Even my son's house, he will sell it. That the wife's grave that is there, he should go and look for where we put he will keep the remains of the wife. When I heard that one about a few days back, I felt so bad. And I said, this is too much. It's no God. That I bought something from you, you are claiming my land from me. And you are still saying I have no right to be angry over you are forcefully taking my land. You are not saying I have no right to talk. And I said, well, God will judge us. So today now, my workers now want to decide to go and work. So they now send somebody now to go and destroy the works they did for us today. That they should not work. That the 1 by 2, we should not do anything. Already I have dug it around to do fence before the other people started. I've dug around in my land before those people started to work. But they did not allow me to do it.
Okay.
So that's the essence we are there.
Okay, madam. I just want.
Then when I met Ebo, when he came back from Germany, I met him. I went to his house. I told him what's going on. Please, I don't understand. He now told me he never knew it was my plot. That I should just please wait till when they have a case, a land case that they are fighting with one, they are struggling with one community. That by the time they get that one, they will use it to replace it. He now said I bought the land. That after some years, that they said they will replace the plan. I told him it's not in our constitution. I said the 3 tiers of government, we don't have that kind of law. Now, you don't have land now to even give. You are telling me I should wait until when they finish the land case people have with other community they are dragging. I should wait. That's stealing by that. And I told you are a criminal. So it's a criminal offense what you have done. So that's how. That's the problem we are facing now. They are threatening my life. They are threatening my life, the life of my son too. So I'm appealing to the well-meaningful Nigerians to come to our aid.
Okay, madam. Thank you very much. By virtue of our practice in society, the governor is also watching us via his media aids, and I think your voice today will be heard by him. So I just want the world to hear from you. By the end of tomorrow, I would definitely be with you to also hear from you personally and have your voice heard across the world. But the truth be said, I just want you to remain calm. I can assure you as an activist in Edo State that your entire land will be returned back to you without any form of inducement or any form of compromise. Your entire land will get back to you, because even the governor of Edo State has also signed a law prohibiting the practice of EBO. But we know very well that EBO, alongside the Secretary to State Government and some other political leaders in Edo State, are using the influence of their romance with the government of the day to do all of these things. So we are here as watchdogs in society, and we would assure you that we will stand by you for the fact that you have lawfully bought a land. We are going to ensure that nobody encroaches into that land. From today, go and mark my word, from today nobody will step their leg into that land, because we are ready to use our resources to fight your cause. So mommy, it's already late. I would want you to leave us now. You can take some rest. If there's any few words you want to say in just a minute, can you drop it?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've not seen a thing like this. You will buy a land from them. They say after 3 years, if you did not build it, you see everybody that have money, that has more money to buy land and build it. We are all civil servants now. They are the ones that can buy and build immediately, because they collect people's money the way they like.
Okay, mommy,
I've never seen a thing like this.
Are you a civil servant in Edo State?
I was a head of a school now. Yes, now. A public servant. I was a public servant now.
You retired from Edo State?
Yes, now. I retired in 2011.
Okay, that means it was even the proceeds of your retirement gratuity that you used in purchasing this land. Okay, ma. Okay, ma.
To kill me. They want to kill me. They should help me. So I not come and kill me in my house. So they always threaten to. They will eliminate someone. They will eliminate someone. No.
Okay, ma. There's no problem. Just give me the benefit of that. You will hear from us tomorrow.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, if you just heard from Mrs. Stella Odigie, that was her own side of the story relating to EBO Amaba's lawless activities in Edo State. When I say lawless activities, I mean lawless activities in Edo State. And this is happening in Amaba because the government of the day is supporting EBO. EBO is not bigger than Ohe Okoromi. EBO is just a mere citizen in Edo State. By virtue of the fact that he was a community leader that specializes in administration of land, that does not give him the impetus or the opportunity to grab people's property. As you have heard, this is a senior citizen who has labored. Her money for retirement as pension and gratuity was what she handed to EBO to acquire that land some 10 years ago. This woman coughed out 8 million naira. 8 million naira in 2012 to pay EBO for that land. She paid 8 million naira. And you saw even in August this year, EBO also forced the woman that if she must work on that land, she must pay 1 million naira. That makes it 9 million naira down the drain, and you are telling the woman to go and die because you are romancing with the PDP. And this is the same PDP that say they want to rescue Nigeria. This is the same Obaseki that say he wants to do something different. But as I speak to you, I am saying the governor is the one supporting EBO, because even many petitions that we have written that I am aware of, the governor says this is coming from Emmanuel Bogun, sweep it under the carpet. That boy doesn't have respect for my administration. I am not an activist to shout hallelujah to a politician or for a politician. I am an activist when Oshomole was governor, where the governor was head of economic team. I criticized Oshomole, even to the extent that my friend, my elder brother today, who I, so much respect, in the person of Komitoni Kabaka Adun, even joined people that came to beat some of us at Ring Road. But today, when he gave me the whole story of what happened, I laughed. And that's why you see today when some of us don't agree with Kotisugbo, most people will say, because we know their antecedents, we know them, what they have been doing, their trading stock, we know them. So what I am saying this evening is that people should stop listening to the lies coming out from the mouths of our governor. It is very simple. Our governor stood today to say he wants to open opportunities. This is a woman who has bought land. On that same land, she actually said, oh, I have a son. He's the only child I have. And I would want to leave a legacy for him to inherit since his father is no more. I want him to inherit something, to know that he has parents who worked hard to ensure that he earned a life. The woman bought money. From the information gathered to me, the son has since surveyed that land. They have since done every necessary thing to get proving approval for a school, for a private school to be built in that part of Benin. Just for them to start work in August. What EBO is doing is that EBO wants to grab this woman's land. EBO is letting us know that he is more bigger than the Edo State government. And well, I will not blame EBO, because if the governor can support EBO to seize someone's certificate of occupancy, I refuse not to talk at that time, because it was more of a politician to politician business. But this is a civil servant. This is a civil servant. A woman who has used her entire livelihood to buy a property. And after buying that property, the woman gathers another 1 million naira to pay for development levy. Emolu. EBO collects the money in his account. Even send the woman account number to collect the money. At the end of 1 month after collecting the money, he has sold the same land. He has sold the same land. Well, because by the practice we operate, we always give room for fair hearing. I'm also this night going to be calling EBO on phone. I'm also going to be calling EBO on phone so that the world will hear what is happening. Before now, I've reached out to EBO. I've also called very many people in his community to prevail on him to avoid this woman's property when I was called on by the family relative of this woman who resides in Dublin. She called me and said, look at what her sister was going through. I said, okay, Mama, don't worry. We would look into the issue. I know very many people in that community that would draw EBO's attention to it, and that would be it all. I can assure you, give me just a week to approach the people I know in that community. It's a community I have very many friends who live there, who bought land. By virtue of my family, we also have a very large expanse of land in that community where some of my family members are residing in some, and some are still very vacant. But that does not mean that we would close our eyes to what was going on. I reached out to EBO. I called EBO on the phone. The moment EBO knew I was the one talking, he said he was going to break my legs. EBO said he was going to break my legs. And I wonder if me and EBO is put in a ring to blow, to use physical fist. Can EBO combat me for an hour? For even 10 minutes? Can EBO combat me for an hour? The answer is no. But because they feel that they have hoodlums around them, they have cultists, they have criminals that are hungry, that they use stipends to influence their sense of reasoning, he believes he can mobilize thugs to come and hurt me. So we are only watching, because some of us believe that these people do not have monopoly over violence. There's nobody that is not a street boy. There's nobody that doesn't know how to perpetrate illegality or to perpetrate crime, particularly when it has to do with show of force. I think everybody has one ability to do one or the other, but we only overlook some certain things, not because we are dumb, but because we want a society that is governed by the law. Now, I want to call EBO. Let me call him now. I know he's already watching. By virtue of his illegal activities, he will want to hear the defense he will use to talk to the government and the SSG tomorrow. But I know for sure that if the governor refuses to act on this within the next 72 hours, I will resume a one-man peaceful protest in front of Osadebe Avenue. And I will remain there not until when the government of the day decides to do the needful. I'm trying EBO's number now. And I'm going to let EBO's number out this night. He has said he was going to take me to court. I'm waiting for the court he's taking me to. Since they own the Edo State Judiciary, it's not their PDP affair or not their... So since EBO said that he's the owner of the court in Benin, we want to know whether or not. So I'm calling EBO now. I'm bringing him up on phone. By the end of this broadcast, yeah, you can hear EBO's number is ringing. You want to really obstruct the broadcast that we're currently watching. I'm going to be calling EBO in no distant time. I'm going to be calling EBO in no distant time. Please, if you're watching, I want you to still share this broadcast. The broadcast appears. I don't know why some people want to bring down my video that is talking about oppression. This is not politics, but I'm only just linking politics to this because I know the backbone of EBO is strictly because he supported the governor and he's close to the government of the day. Nothing else. But I don't think that it is in the right frame of any government to support criminality. EBO's activity are clear criminal and anti-people. The Obaseki government just passed the PPP law, re-amended it. But unfortunately, majority of these people who are his supporters are the ones who are oppressing people and collecting their lands in Benin. And this is the home senatorial district of our governor. So I'll be calling EBO in a short while now. I'll be ringing EBO now in a short while. So you're going to hear EBO's voice. In fact, he did call back, but the video was not up, so I didn't want to listen to him. So if you're watching me, please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Mr. EBO, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, there's a complaint, and we just want to hear your own side of the complaint. There's this retired civil servant, Mrs. Odigye, Esther Odigye. She's saying that yourself and your community members are grabbing her land. Hello?
Thank you. I saw your publications today.
Okay.
So, you want to make it a message after this or what?
No, not many. We just want to hear your own side of the story. Are you truly encroaching into our land?
I'm trying to figure out this, sir. Okay.
Hello? So my conscious Edo people, we are still going to call EBO again for the benefit of doubt. I'm going to ring him. You heard what he said? He said he saw my publications and he's bigger than that. So we're still going to ring him. So you can hear EBO, his response on the media. EBO said he's bigger than land grabbing. He's bigger than that he saw my publication. These people are wicked though. All these people who are saying that they are fighting for development in Edo State, they are very wicked people. They are very, very wicked people. Very wicked. Very wicked people. Yet they will be causing politicians. But they are the much more wicked ones than the politicians that we have in Edo State. EBO is declining picking his calls. The reason is very simple. Guilt. Guilt, as I've said. I will not stop until EBO and his co-travelers leave that woman's land. It's not because we are happy, criticizing our brothers, but because we want them to do the right thing. That's why we are doing what we are doing. You have heard from EBO. He knew I was the one calling, and he said he's bigger than that he saw my publication. Why am I calling him? Is this medicine after death? Is this medicine after death? EBO is frustrating Edo people. Hello? Yeah? Okay, do you want to make a contribution on the live broadcast? Okay, let me throw you open.
Okay.
All right, introduce your name again and go ahead.
My name is Douglas Edotowa. And I live in CFO Amamba. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I did listen to your broadcast just now.
Okay.
If this issue you are talking about, let me tell you, that woman land,
Yes.
EBO not be able to sell the land. EBO not is there, but it's not for my back. You know, EBO and Magba not they go bush. You understand?
Okay.
People they go inside bush. They'll go sell people land. When they'll sell people land, they will come. They'll say, "Na EBO na spend there." I make if you come EBO in the morning, you see people they come. People say, "I know they go bush. I know they sell people land." You understand? I go beg you in the name of God. You said this matter don't take elders meeting. They will talk for this matter because tomorrow night is the final judgment. You understand? If you don't carry the matter go elders, when they find out that's where you send that woman land. You understand? And then I know about my brother the CSO there. If you know the same police, you will hear the result. You will hear everything you have to buy that land. If you know the night coming to the matter. I just gonna beg you in the name of God. By tomorrow, before 4 o'clock, you will hear everything about that land. Only they tell people land. You understand? People they carry name. People they do anything for bush. You understand?
Okay.
And that will switch out from now. For tomorrow around 4, you will hear everything. If you any book out, you will hear after the judgment of the elders. So the elders they angry. They are going to carry able to go to do rubbish or say able. But tomorrow you will hear the judgment, and the judgment will favor everybody. You will hear the good news of Amagba. You know say about the land. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Douglas, we respect you. Now that you have said this, we are also going to be looking at what the situation is. But I hope you are also aware that EBO collected 1 million from the woman in the name of development. So, because he's
EBO that money, I'm aware, and the complete aware. It's not able to collect money from people. Any money they pay for land, any money they pay, not able to get very, very well. That woman our mother, you understand? I make people collect the money, even elders. Everybody collect money, not the money, able problem. Not the money we go on top. I'm aware about the money go to the elders. You understand? Take the woman one work.
okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The land of that woman, the woman bought 8 plots. You understand?
Okay.
I know. Yeah, the woman bought 8 plots. The woman said they enter the land. You understand? Say they enter 100 by 100. I talked to the woman on phone. Say let the elders settle this issue. You understand? The woman agree with me. Because the thing going to take time. That makes the woman call his debt. Right?
Okay.
Now to meet the elders and in charge of this issue. Not able not get right to that community again. Able to do Amagba. And it's by tomorrow 4 o'clock, we will hear news about this issue.
Okay, there's no problem. We have gotten your understanding. So we have heard the resolution with the elders will look like.
Yes.
All right. There's no problem. We have heard from you, and we want to thank you for your contributions.
Okay.
All right. So now here they say no be able to sell the land. So make we look within the power of our activism go be on this matter, and we are going to take it up squarely with the authorities and the relevant interest parties in this issue, because we will not fold our hands and allow anybody to take another man's land in Edo State. We have gone beyond that, and we think Edo State cannot be a hub for those illegal activities anymore. We want development in our state. Having said all of this, we want to draw this broadcast to a close. I don't know, everybody seems to want to call me. You cannot call me in the middle of a broadcast. I keep saying these things. You cannot call me. My WhatsApp number is on this line, this device I'm using to place a call across to you. So please bear with me. Shortly you would hear from the other side of the divide. You hear what EBO said. EBO said it's bigger than that. So that's the last statement we got from him. So we're going to hold that very, 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 very lucid and do the needful. But probably we have given them 72 hours. If they fail to act within 72 hours, we will have no other option than to call for a mass protest in Edo State. So once again, I want to appreciate each and every one of you who have joined me live today. It's a pleasure having you with me, and I want to thank each and every one of you. Please, this live video is in two segments. There is the first segment that carried the statement of Mrs. Esther Odige, the oppressed victim here, and the second segment is also carrying EBO's position on the matter. So that is where we want to draw the curtain close. At this juncture, we want to beg to take our leave. We've been all out showing you what development looks like in this part of Rivers State. So once again, I want to say bye for now. You're going to be joining me and rest of the crew tomorrow to also hear what the decision of the elders of Amaba community is at the very just now. Once again, I'm Comrade I, Bogu Emmanuel. It's our own way of contributing to the society to make sure society is a better place. All I have to say is bye for now. Thank you.